can see the box has taken somewhat of a beating, but it has survived intact. So let's get into it. Okay, SIMJACK Pro Pedals. I mean, that box is well knackered. Kind of lucky, nothing worse happened to it. Worse still, it's upside down. Okay, let's do flip it over like a pancake, and maybe just get the cardboard out of the way completely. There you go, SIMJACK Pro Pedals. I noticed the price came down recently on these, and that's why I picked them up. And they are seriously cheap at the moment. So if you're interested in the SIMJACK Pro Pedals, good time to buy them. Maybe the price will sustain at this price. Maybe they're going to go up, you know, but I doubt they're going to go down any lower. Okay, so what we have is USB cable. So obvious stuff. Let's take out what this is. Okay, okay. The controller box. And that is in a aluminium little case, little shiny aluminium case. So you can see throttle, brakes, clutch, SIMJACK, and then USB on that side to your PC. So yeah, nice little box there. Some bolts, nuts, and an Allen key. And of course the pedals. Now the ones I picked up were the ones with the damper on them, hydraulic type of damper. So you don't need to buy it with the damper, but it wasn't that much more, and I figured might as well just get the, you know, kit it out with the best of what it has to offer on all the pedals, and you can maybe just, you know, get one on the, you know, the throttle or the clutch, or, you know, whatever you want. But I just went for the whole lot. If I don't like them, I can remove them, and they were cheap enough that it didn't really matter too much. So this is, of course, the throttle. I do like this broad, long pedal plate. So yeah, if you're into heel and toeing, then that's very useful to get your kind of heel onto that. There you go. So throttle. This is sort of jammed in quite a bit. Come on, you can do it. Clutch. See if I can make this thing move. Yep, that's got a proper clutch feel. The last SIMJACK pedals I had were the minis, and it had this type of arrangement, but it was too low and you couldn't really feel anything. So it kind of looked like it had the mechanism for it, but it didn't do anything. But yeah, you can kind of feel that. So it's working there. Not sure if the damper is doing much, really, to be honest. It's hard to tell. I need to try and test it with and without it, but it's not as if it's providing any obvious extra resistance over the spring, but we need to test that. But you can see the damper there, and it is completely removable. They are load cells on actually all the pedals, so of course it's going to be a load cell brake, but it's a load cell sensor, a small load cell on all the throttle and the clutch. And just so you see, that is the spring just there, which is pushing against the load cell. And the brake will have a much larger load cell, a beefier one. I'm not sure what the rating is of the load cell here. Maybe there'll be something on here that will tell me. That's impressive. A 200 kilo load cell. Let me just bring this in. So that's super beefy. And you can see the load cell is basically connecting a bridge between this piece here and the frame. Push into that, it's then pushing into there, into the load cell, and that's how that works. Like the SIMJACK mini pedals, but on a bigger scale. I can't remember what the load cell on that is, on the SIMJACK minis, but this is definitely a larger one. It's obviously a larger pedal as well. I mean, this is a pretty beefy, large pedal. see if it's adjustable. So the pedal faces are not tight adjustable, which is a bit of a shame. It could have been done, but you can see it does have some extra holes there, but they are not countersunk, so they're just for show. So these are fixed in place, you can't raise or lower them. It is stainless steel, very beefy frame. They feel heavy, they look, you know, pretty much proper for the price. These do look absolutely great, I must admit. Other thing you can note here is you can adjust the angle of the pedal here, so you unscrew those, and this inner frame will basically move up. The other thing I do like about these, I can see straight away, is these channels for the mounting holes. Now they're so long, it's really useful because on some pedals you get just very small ones and you're kind of limited to how you can adjust the mounting. So if you have an existing pedal deck, you might have to drill new holes or be a compromise trying to kind of fit it around it. But because the channels are really long, you have a ton of play there. So very useful. You know, so that's a nice feature of these pedals. Everything looks pretty solid. You've got some brass bushings there for the pivot points. And adjustable, you can see that's adjustable for the clutch. Looks like you can also channel there to adjust the tension as well. Looks like a better spring than on SIMJACK Minis. On my SIMJACK Minis, the actual steel spring began to rust. In fact, it began to rust on the preload on the brake as well, my SIMJACK Minis, but this is clearly a different type of spring. It is coated, so it's plated, so that's a better spring, it won't rust, so that's high quality. That feels quite nice. Obviously I need to get them mounted to actually get a proper feel for them, but I'd say first impression out of the box is they look actually really decent. Lots of elastomer pieces there, or rubber, possibly rubber I think, and a preload spring there. Definitely to look into this this damper situation. I'll take one off and just see what it's like to press without it. It's hard to know if it's doing anything of meaningful difference, to be honest. Yeah, maybe there might be a bit of a sensation there. Yeah, I can feel something, to be fair. Throttle is really strong spring on there. I like a firm throttle spring. That may be a little bit too much. Could be to do with the damper there. It could be with the position of this as well. So if I lower it, I should be able to reduce the tension by just the fact of the position of the leverage over the spring. So that's going to be adjustable, which is why this piece also rocks, to take into account that being a movable piece. But for the price, I paid basically £170 I think for this, delivered. These look absolutely amazing. Yeah, they look really solidly made. So yeah, looking forward to getting these tested, guys. So yeah, stay tuned on the channel. We'll get a drive and talk out, we'll get a full review out in due course. But yeah, we'll get something on the channel soon on these pedals. But do note, I'm working on some other pedal stuff at the moment, so it won't be for a little while before we get that video out there. But yeah, just unboxing, just show you these pedals out of the box. But looking good, looking good. Nice broad, nice large pedal faces there. But overall, what do you think? I mean, this looks really impressive. I mean, £169. These look like more expensive pedals than that. I am quite impressed already. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next one. Take it easy, and bye-bye for now.